Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Black Eel Podcast with your hosts, Scott and Mike. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about some news in video games, movies, and shows? No, just video game and shows. And then we'll move on to talking about Maul, then Daredevil, then The Boys, and then ending with a character spotlight from me. So let's get right into this. We're going to do the quick one first. Injustice 3 is in production, and I don't know whether the cover was on purpose, but it looked like it was showing DCEU's no, DCU? What is it called now?
The new one? DCU, yeah.
It was Superman and Supergirl in their costumes.
I feel like that was just a thing.
Yeah, I know, but at the very least,
most of the time in these games there are skins. Yeah, it's skins and whatnot, and I mean, I wouldn't think too highly of it. It just happened to be.
Oh, he's not going to think too highly of it, so everyone just calm down. My big thing, though, is stating the fact of where this story is going to begin, because it had two endings for the second one.
Yes, it did. I am very curious which one.
I'm assuming we're going to go off of the Batman win.
Yeah, I mean...
That's my assumption. I've been wrong before, but that's my assumption.
I mean, I don't know, because either or could work. I mean, they could have it where, like, it depends on how much they want to actually commit to the game, where it could have, like, alternate stories for both situations, you know? So...
We'll have to wait and see.
Oh, okay. Thought the way you just were staring at me, I thought that I got, like, lost connection or something, as you just were, like, lack of emotion and just staring me down.
No, it's just how I always look at you. And then we got an official announcement that My Adventures with Superman Season 3 is coming out June 16th? It's mid-June, right?
13th. Because
still mid-June. I'm still proud of myself.
Yes.
And then Lanterns, we had the repeat trailer, I would guess you would say.
I think it's a little bit of extended trailer, but I believe that was August 16th.
That is correct.
So not gonna. All right.
And the other thing that we do know, though, one thing I do want to mention about My Adventures with Superman, even though I skipped it, is the fact that we are getting Superboy and we are getting apparently Cyborg Superman.
Yeah, that's the only thing that we really see so far is the fact that it's Cyborg Superman, which is I'm interested in the take that they're going to take with this one, obviously.
Yeah, I'm also interested in how they're going to do Superboy.
I mean, we already got Superboy, no? In season 2?
No.
Who was the
what?
Sorry. Wow, I was getting mixed up with the movies. Yeah, I was getting mixed up with the trilogy. I was like, I swear we saw...
Who's the boy? Who's the boy? Which is funny, because I was going to say Steele's not in the movie either, but he is. He's in both.
Yeah.
So anyway, I mean, I'm excited. It's a good show. They did a great job for season 2.
Yeah. This season 3 is supposed to heavily lean into My Adventures with Green Lantern.
Ooh, aliens.
So apparently the script is ready for My Adventures with Green Lanterns. It's just the writers are just waiting for somebody to pick it up. Which I think it's interesting that they wrote it without it having a...
I thought it was already greenlit.
No, it's greenlit, but they're looking for someone to, like, DC has said, like, okay, go for it, but no studio or whatever has agreed to air it. Which I think is crazy. Like, I
would have just assumed it would have been the same studio.
That's what I thought. I thought Adult Swim would have taken it with the success of this show so far. I mean, it's gotten 3 seasons. Why wouldn't they want to continue it? But apparently not.
Well, is it the studio to make it, or is it the studio of where it would go? Because those are two different things.
Let me see, because
Yeah,
I did take a screenshot of it. At
might
least I
take
thought
like
I did.
1,000 screenshots a day. We're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, I do, because I take screenshots and I'm like, nah, I can't bombard Scott because he's gonna get so sick of me.
First off, I'm gonna tell you right now, you have never thought of that ever in your life. And
You want to see how many screenshots I have that I have not sent you?
well, be careful what you show on camera, my friend. Be careful.
All right, Jessica Cruz is set to appear in My Adventures with Superman season 3.
Okay.
Showrunner Jake Wyatt says My Adventures with Green Lantern spin-off remains in pre-production and awaiting pickup. So,
Whatever that means. Um, but that's pretty much it for news for once, which is kind of interesting in and of itself. So,
do you want me to read the description of season 3?
I mean, what the hell? Might as well. I thought we already did, but there might be new updates now.
So, the description is Clark is ready to settle down and build a future with Lois, who's worried about losing her star reporter status at the Daily Planet if they do so.
Mm.
Meanwhile, Kara, modeling herself after her Kryptonian cousin, is now on the hunt for an Earth mate and has her eyes set on Jimmy, who's now a celebrity journalist after proving aliens exist. It's at this period of change and self discovery that the other supermen arrive. Which one got you? The mate part? The human mate?
It wasn't the Jimmy part. I can tell you that right now. It wasn't the Jimmy part. It was the mate. Um, Interesting that the Supermen are going to show up. That doesn't give me extraterrestrial. That gives me more of like Lex Luthor building Superman.
Well, I mean, technically, Superboy is a clone, so that would
And
line up.
Cyborg Superman is normally a
Cyborg,
robot built.
yeah, is a robot built, and I guess the origin of where that robot is built varies based on.
No, I agree with you, but you can understand that my assumption would be Lex Luthor for
Yep,
obvious reasons.
yep,
Just this universe.
and then obviously depending on like Superman, not really, but just Steel, like we had talked about earlier.
Yeah, but we've already seen him, so he wouldn't be a shock.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just another Superman that's added to the roster, kind of thing. Um,
We'll have to wait and see. I mean, either way, I'm excited for it. Like I said, it was good. It was a show that I was not expecting to be good
yeah,
and was good.
yeah. I
Season
mean,
two
like,
significantly better than one.
oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, we talked about this how it was like it was such a fresh take for Superman that it was so good, and the anime feel was just such a
Perfect.
so good for this show. They did such a great job, and I'm glad that
Agree.
they continue doing it.
Yeah.
Which obviously now it's like what lies in store for Green Lantern. Um,
Hmm.
Especially because they're willing to go with the female Green Lantern, Jessica Cruz, which,
Well, we can also agree that we don't know if she's going to be the main character or not.
well,
We're assuming.
I believe I don't think it's confirmed, but I believe that's the consensus among the community that it's the show is going to be focused on Jessica Cruz.
But isn't it called My Adventures with Green Lanterns or Lantern?
Green Lantern.
Okay. No, because that does change it significantly. That's why I'm asking.
Yep. Showrunner Jake Wyatt teases the spinoff led by Jessica Cruz in My
Okay.
Adventures with Green Lantern. So this one is a quote from the showrunner. He says, "Our take on Superman is very obviously inspired by Dragon Ball Z, among other things. There's a lot of anime influence. Lantern is inspired by a very different part of the same Toonami block. It'll be
Nami?
Yes, you're right. Toonami. Yeah, sorry. Sorry.
No. I just like, no. This is one thing that got me was like, because I figured I'd ask because it's because of Adult Swim.
Yep.
That's the only reason why. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're right. I know that. It tells you how tired I am. That it's
It's just like the best part is you going. I could see your look on your face, ready to be like, I'm reading it correctly for a moment, and then you go, no, he's right.
no. He is very right. It's a different part of the same Toonami block. It'll be really clear once we start dropping promos what part of the Toonami block inspired our Green Lantern show. We're not subtle people. So
Interesting. I wouldn't have gone Dragon Ball Z for My Adventures with Superman.
you would know more so than me, obviously.
No, I just, I mean, I'm not saying there's not some influence with it. It's just I don't, yeah, I don't see it as much as I do. I mean, it's definitely. I would agree that it's definitely anime based for sure. Like it's
Oh,
definitely
yeah, that's
without
no
a
question.
question. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, maybe I need to rewatch it and then go, you know what I'm saying? But I can't imagine it's just Dragon Ball Z.
No, I mean
Obviously,
he said among others. So I mean,
that's what I figured. But let us move on to Maul.
no, not even going to talk about the lanterns the any more than what you did. All right.
No, because my whole thing is to me, I didn't see anything extended. The only thing that was different in this trailer was the swearing.
I mean, I thought it was I saw it more as showing scenes of what we already got in those clippets of what we of the past trailer. Uh,
Maybe that's why I just thought it was the same trailer.
well, I mean, it wasn't that much new. I mean, there was some new stuff, but it wasn't anything crazy. I thought this trailer was more showing the dynamic between the two lanterns, and their their relationship and how they're heavily focusing on the fact that Hal Jordan is old and seeming like he needs to pass the torch.
Yeah, and we still also the other thing that we saw too was I believe when we go to the motel, the light flickers and it was Oa.
Oh, I didn't pick up on that. I saw the
Because if
light
you
figure,
look,
but I didn't.
because now all the letters were lit, and if I
Yep.
remember correctly, I believe it was Oa, because it was only the big O on motel, and then no vacancy on the bottom, but it wasn't all the letters obviously, and I believe it was Oa. In fact, how the hell do you spell Oa? I just assumed.
I think it's. I'm pretty sure it's just OA.
Is it?
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
no, there's more than that then.
Yeah, there's way more than that.
Green Lantern Planet.
All right. So it's motel air conditioner, which the flicker is OAIRCO.
ICO.
So it was air. So for air conditioner, it was
Hold on, I need you to tell me all the letters that were flickering in order.
the O in motel. O.
Yep.
Then it
Wait a
was
minute.
air,
Yep.
and then CO.
No, there's a reason what I'm doing. Shush.
No. I figure there is. Vacancy was above it.
Was it fully vacancy?
I mean, it was destroyed. It wasn't lit up. I
Yeah.
was just saying
No, so that's what
vacancy
I mean.
was above it. And obviously, we got some new character. We did see some new characters. We saw two new female characters. I'm going to assume one of them was Carol.
I would assume so as well, but we don't know that for a fact.
But yeah, but obviously don't know which is which. I haven't seen anybody talking about them, so I have no idea.
Okay. All I keep getting is the same thing, which is Oa is the planet in which the Green Lantern's headquarters are.
Yeah.
So I mean, I still think that there's some connection to it, because it was odd. It felt too oddly specific for those letters.
No, I would agree with
Um,
you. I would agree with you. I maybe
I just
something
can't
to
figure
do
out what
with
they
like
are.
the fact that it's air CO, like air control, seeing that they're pilots.
Well, I was thinking of like OA, like OA, and
Yeah,
then like co, like
yeah,
corpse almost. I don't know where the IR comes from, but we'll figure it out. Um,
international,
inter interrelation, interplanetary relation.
possibly. Yeah.
It's only because of the lanterns in general.
No. Yeah.
Um, but yeah. So yeah, that was kind of my thing, and then it gave us the date, which I thought was good too.
Yeah, finally got a date. But yeah, I think the key takeaway on this one, at least for me, was just the emphasizing the relationship between Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan, and
I
like,
and the only reason why I get your point, like I understand where you're coming from. It's just for me, I felt like they did that, but maybe it's because mentally for myself, I put all the trailers together in my head.
I think you definitely did that because the first one just gave snippets of it. They definitely showed, obviously, like how in the first trailer, Hal being old and
Yeah, but
but
yeah, no, this one was more
this
of
one they were
John being
emphasizing.
like giving
Yeah.
the sass back. But anyway, another show we're excited to see. To be fair, and anything else before we move on?
No, we can move on to Maul.
Again, as we've always talked about, these two episodes go so well together, blah, blah, blah. However, I do have to say, I like the second one better than the first one, even though the first one was mostly just fighting.
Yeah, I mean the second one had a little bit more.
It made me feel sad for Maul.
Yeah, it was very like it was showing how much he actually is suffering with PTSD from just all of his life experience. Not something that obviously we know all of the Sith get mentally abused, physically abused by their masters, and that's fuels the hate and
Yeah.
whatnot. But I just didn't see that coming.
No, no, and we'll get to that in a moment because I did like the because it was this episode where the kid gets taken, right? 'Cause- yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, the first episode, yeah.
Yeah, the first episode. So yeah, so it's Maul and the two kids walking down. I am assuming a tunnel. We'll just call it a tunnel for now. And then they get to Maul's base and everything else. And once the kids finally decide to leave, she gets ready to face Maul. And to be fair, Maul's gonna win
Yeah,
every
yeah,
single time.
yeah, not even a question.
No, I think her idea was to kind of use the fact that he wants her to her advantage, which is also, I think, what Maul wanted. I hate saying it that way, but it's
Oh
like,
yeah,
like everything is what Maul wanted, and it's just like it makes it even better. But the idea of the fact of like them going toe to toe for a second, and then all of the Empire basically shows up.
yep. And it's like, all right, and again with the idea of Devin fighting with her, the idea of her master saying like, "There's no way we work with Maul," and like her looking at it, what's best for the
Escape.
situation, and just to make it out alive, and even just the enemy of my enemy.
No, agreed. 100% agreed.
Obviously we're in this like situation where Devin obviously does not trust Maul, but she's willing to use him, at least try it, she thinks she's using him for her own advantage.
Yeah. It's one of those things where the action. I mean,
The ends justify the means.
thank you. Because like she's working with him, but not working with him,
Yeah.
and that whole thing. The kid getting taken was also kind of cool too. Then her trying to use the force to save him by force jumping, sorry, onto the cargo ship or transport ship, getting knocked off and then escaped. And then Maul against the two Inquisitors was really cool.
Yeah. Like obviously I know it's 2-on-1, but it was actually surprising to me to see how much Maul was struggling with that fight. Obviously they took out his leg, which changed the entire situation. But
Once the leg was taken out, I felt like I'm more of like I agree with you, like him even allowing the leg to be touched.
yeah, Like I was I mean, we always talk about or we've talked about this in the past, where like the Inquisitors stand no chance against any of the Sith Lords, any of that. So they're just small like pawns in the on the field. Um, as we saw in the previous episode, where Maul was kind of toying with Merrick, Marek, whatever his name is. Uh, so I was kind of expecting that to go along with be a little bit more of a challenge, seeing that there's two, but like they actually brought it to him, and that was impressive.
Yeah, but I do have to say that Maul definitely still had the upper hand, only because he, weirdly enough, at least Merrick, which is the one that they were facing earlier, correct?
Yeah.
He was more cocky than the other one. The other one, I don't know. It's hard to tell, obviously, but that one seemed to be more trained. I'll say it that way. I guess is the best way to how I want to describe it. Um, it was more the fact when Maul surrendered, I literally go for a moment. I don't know why I fell for it, but I was like, "This isn't Maul." And then he literally pulls the cave down, and I was just like, "Oh." The other thing we didn't talk about that I thought was kind of interesting too was when he saw one of his own get killed. That also messed with him too.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's one of the it's Maul has been through so much in Star Wars lore, and he's the one who's always been the pawn in everybody's situation. Like he's always been abused. He's always been left behind. He's lost his family multiple times, whether it's the Night Sisters or the Night Brothers or his Sith family. So, obviously Savage, uh, he lost him earlier, which we were getting tons of flashbacks with that and how their origin started and all that jazz. And now another brother being lost,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
obviously led to the entire episode of being the PTSD run back.
yeah. I did like the idea of the cave just getting caved in, and then those two escaping like right away. Like we need to get out of here,
Mm.
and then they just flew away. Um, and then I also loved the three Mandalorians that tried to escape and then went boom.
Yep. That kind of goes along because I know last week, I think it was last week, we were talking about how they didn't want anything to do with the Empire, and that they were willing to keep going as long as the money was coming. That was kind of my thing, where it was like they were only in for their own skin and they didn't want anything to do with the Empire. Um
I agree.
no, because last week you had said that
So the idea was, but also remember that before that they weren't allowed to take their credits. And remember, their big thing was our money is.
yeah, they wanted to be paid. Obviously, they knew that. But one of the things you had said was that I had said that okay, the Empire's here, we're leaving, and then the Maul was like, no, or Maul and the other his right hand woman was like, no, you guys are staying. And the first opportunity they got, they were going to leave them behind and get out of there, which obviously backfired and they got themselves killed. So
That's right.
that was kind of my thing, where it was like, okay, they were definitely in it. They were looking for a way to get out of that situation.
Yeah. No, that's definitely fair. Um, my whole thing was they didn't think they could escape. Like, so we're saying the same thing, I think. But like my whole thing was, I feel like they still would have stayed with Maul if Maul was victorious.
I think they would have tried to. I think they would have tried to escape, but obviously, if Maul was able to get out of the situation and ran into them, they would have tried to weasel their way back into it.
Mm. But well, they would have been killed.
Oh yeah,
Um,
oh yeah.
but yeah, so my whole so that was just a good episode in general. And then the also, did you ever notice Two Boots having boots on him? Because I never did.
I didn't. I didn't pay
Okay.
attention to his feet. I thought it was a funny name. I didn't realize it was
Yeah,
because he had his boots.
I got when he started doing that, I was like, why is he doing that? I was like, I've never noticed. Um, and if you know what, if it does exist, um, Yeah, you don't need to know what I did.
I
Um,
thought a pot fell or something. That sounded like a pot.
no, it wasn't a pot. It was so anyway, so yeah, so the two boots thing messed with me. Also, two boots, I felt so bad for two boots because he's like, how come nobody's following protocol?
Yeah, and what did they say about what happened to the chief? Did they say that she was killed?
Oh yeah, no, they said she was killed, and he was like, no, she's on leave.
Yeah.
She
Okay.
was on an unpaid suspension.
Yep.
No, man, she's dead.
Yep. 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 It was such a quick little scene right in that moment that's why I didn't remember if they said that she was killed or removed.
Well, they don't know for a fact.
There was no official like the Empire
Yeah,
didn't say
no,
it.
but they're
Everyone was
like,
like,
there's no way. Yeah, it's like if she disappeared that quickly, we would have already seen her and everything else.
yeah.
Um. So yeah, so then
Yeah, these two episodes were like these are have been really good episodes.
yeah, I also loved Maul as a child being seen because I think this is the first time we've seen him as a child.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen other obviously Night Brothers,
Oh no, no, no,
so
you're correct, you're correct. But I meant like Maul himself. Um, and I just thought that was kind of cool. And then just watching Darth Sidious like laugh every time he electrocuted him. And then dumb question, that was Obi-Wan that came, like we saw come through the shadow, right? The first time we saw
yeah,
him.
yeah.
You know who
Because
played him?
uh, no.
Well, I don't. I'll be honest with you. I'm assuming they used the the sound bite from the movie because
Oh,
it's what's his name?
Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
I thought it was just the original voice actor, like the one from the Clone Wars, because
No, no. So I'm under the impression they used the because I don't think he filmed for it. So I'm assuming they just used the sound bite from the movie.
yeah,
Um,
they wouldn't have paid the actor to come back. They would have just played
no, but they
previous
did
recorded
give him
films.
credit in the show. That's why I
Oh,
know
they
that.
did. I didn't realize that. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I saw. I paid attention. No, it was one of those things where his name was by itself, and it's a name you can't never not notice and
Oh yeah.
recognize.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so also just seeing all the past stuff was cool, and then seeing um, them escape the police station was kind of cool as well. Also, still love that Two Boots was only using stun.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually really liked how, no, obviously how awkward Two Boots was in the entire whenever he was encountering other stormtroopers and how he was playing coy.
I am just transporting this prisoner. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Yep.
Act
uh,
cool, kid. Riley, you need to act cool. He's like, I am. What's wrong with you?
um,
And then the one thing I'm curious about is who do you think died from the explosion of the casino person that blew up the engine?
obviously, none of the Inquisitors did not.
I would assume so too.
I
But
would think
like,
I would assume just some of the stormtroopers.
I assume the
I
lieutenant.
don't know if I forget. Possibly that one I'm not 100% sure on.
He was too close to it. I
Um,
felt like he did.
that's why I'm leaning on yes, but you know how it is in Star Wars. They're the ones that like created the idea of if you didn't see them die, there's no guarantee they're dead.
Mm.
And even if you did see them die, they're not dead. um,
Mm.
Maul. uh,
Palpatine.
yeah, yeah. Uh, Maul was the first one. That's why I said this. And I
No,
mean,
no,
we're
no, no.
talking
You're
about a
correct. You
Maul
are
show,
correct. You are
so
correct. You are correct. I'm also, but I'm just mentioning that they've done it at least twice that we're aware of.
I mean, they've done it many times. Yoda, Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon.
Well, there were Force ghosts after that.
Yeah, but they still lived on.
I guess. I consider that being like you see a ghost. Like
Yeah,
they
this
are dead. You know what I mean? Like with Agatha all along, like she's dead, but I get your point. She's a ghost. Ooh.
Why? Why does the sound effects need to be on that one? Like what?
I don't know. I just needed something.
You just needed to hear the sound of your own voice, so you had
I
a.
don't even. To be honest with you, I was like, I'm gonna get Mike going on this one, and then I did it, and I got you going, and I'm like, I don't know where to go from here. I did it, but now I'm like, I can't justify it other than the fact that I wanted to mess with him.
I did it. Now I need to take it back. I can't.
It's like I don't want to explain myself. But no, it was no. This was a, and I'm excited to. Oh, what is the Crimson Dawn?
I'm
Crimson
sorry.
Dawn. Oh,
What about it?
No, what is it?
Oh, it's I will look up exactly just to make sure, but it is.
I'm assuming it's a criminal empire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just pull it
But
up.
I feel like we should have already known that, and I don't remember it.
All right. So Crimson Dawn is a powerful criminal syndicate in the Star Wars universe, famously led by Darth Maul, who used it as part of his Shadow Collective with I'm gonna butcher this name, but Dryden Voss as his public face.
Isn't Voss dead?
I think so. I very much believe he is.
I have more questions than answers. Never mind, that didn't help me.
All right. So after Maul's defeat, his protege Kyura took over, transforming the Syndicate into a major force that fought against the Empire and the Sith, orchestrating large-scale conflicts and seeking to dismantle the Sith's power.
That must be what it's like. What's it like right now in the show?
Yeah, that's kind of that's what I'm going with. We're at that point where he's trying to take his
spot back, basically.
Yeah.
But let us move on because I think that's it for Maul. Because the next week is going to be the season finale.
Yeah, actually, tomorrow, May 4th.
Correct.
Yep.
All right. So then we will be moving on to Daredevil. This episode. I'm trying to remember exactly how it. This is just her being arrested, right? No,
we had Jessica, a lot of other stuff. Yeah,
no. Jessica went to see Mr. Charles.
Jessica went to see Mr. Charles.
No, don't talk about BB. Don't talk about BB. My boy's dead.
Yep, Scott finally got what he wanted and got
actually,
Daniel.
To be fair, I was actually proud of the kid, and I was like, for a split second, I thought I was gonna live, and then I was like, I'm not as sad as I thought I'd be.
I actually thought I really did think Buck was going to let him live.
I 100% agree with you. And the fact that he still pulled the trigger, I went...
Yep.
I think I was more shocked because weirdly enough, he did like the kid.
No, I know. The hesitation. I thought when he first pulled the trigger that he missed. But then, obviously immediately saw the head just go back. I was like, oh my God. Daniel... We saw Matt Murdock take the court case.
Yep. We saw the psychiatrist just slap Karen around in jail.
Yep.
Ooh, and we also got to see he was the cop in the original series, and now he's lead detective. No,
head
detective.
Yes, he's a lead detective, but I forget.
But we know who he is. Doesn't matter.
What's his name? I want to say Muldoon.
Foggy kept giving his mother cigars. That's what I remember.
Yeah, right.
That's what I remember.
That's actually no. I keep thinking Muldoon, but Muldoon is Jurassic Park.
Doesn't matter right now.
No. But that was the major points, and obviously the governor of New York got her life almost ended, and Bullseye saved her.
Yes, he made sure to let her know it was him.
Yeah. I just love the swag walking away, just
Yeah,
all proud of himself.
he's a hero. Also, we have Mr. Charles has definitely very much hinted that he is in charge of the Heroes for Hire.
Oh, well, it was not a hint. It was basically said, "I am doing this." Like,
Well, the reason why I state that is because I'm still not confident who's above him.
that's fair.
But no, you're correct. Like it was not just hinted. He basically stated like I know where Luke is at all times,
Yeah.
and he's overseas.
Yep, and it basically, it would confirm. It was confirming that he doesn't really care who he works with. He's just as
As
long as
long as he gets what he wants.
as long as he gets what he wants and the money is coming in. Um,
Yeah.
so like he was willing to work with Fisk. He didn't care what he was doing as long as the
Until
guns got
Fisk
to
screwed him
where.
over, and then he's like,
Yep,
"I need the mayor on my side." I mean, not the mayor, the governor.
yep. Which the governor was already on his side, but
Which we didn't know, obviously. But yes, you're correct. Yeah, that whole thing just messed with me too. Also, when Fisk went, I'm not gonna lie to you. When Fisk grabbed Karen by the throat, I was like, no, no, no,
I
not like this. Because here's the thing: it was a shock enough. It could have been a shock enough value for him snapping, and
oh
then
yeah,
literally snapping her neck.
I did
Um,
like when he grabbed her throat. My immediate thought was, oh my god, she's actually gonna die. And then I was like, no, no, he's not going to do it now because he wants to make a show of it. There's no way they're killing
no,
her off now. And then obviously he let her
n-
go, but
correct. No, no, no. But that immediate reaction though
yeah.
was, oh my god, she's dead.
Yep. No,
Um,
my exact thought was, "Oh my god, the side character plot is still going."
this is not going well. This is not going well. Yeah, I was not prepared for any of that. And then him just wanting everything to go his way and like to prove to everyone that he's the good guy, meaning Fisk. And then when Matt Murdock came out and then all of the vigilante task force was waiting, I was like, oh. Also, can we talk about the interaction between Jessica Jones and the cop or the detective or whatever his name is? The investigator. Sydney, is that his name?
The new one, the one that got
The
jumped
one that had
by.
the heart attack.
Yeah. I thought it was Carrie or Jerry.
Yeah, whatever. Um, yeah, the interaction between him and Jessica Jones was perfect.
Yeah.
Also, I just love how she's like, I'm not getting involved. And the whole time I'm like, she's gonna be involved.
Yeah. And
And then we see
obviously
it at the
with
very end of the
the very
episode.
end of the scene, yeah, that
Also, did Matt Murdock indirectly kill all those vigilante task force members?
there was only one way they were getting out of there, and I would tend to agree with you.
But yeah, and then he got shot in the thigh, and then he waddles his way to church where Jessica Jones walks in, and that's how the episode ends. I mean, obviously the next episode is the finale, so we are going to be having a huge battle between all of the New York City citizens versus the Vigilante Task Force and Mayor Fisk.
I mean, obviously, we know that there's a season 3, so I'm very curious if this is a finale point in this arc, or if it's just going to be the cutoff point, and then like it's leading into a bigger fight into season 3.
Well, no matter what, Fisk has to lose because he has to lose his power. Because if we know what. Well, ooh, you know what I just thought of?
My thing is like he could just send her over because he fears for his life.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Doesn't
Like he's not.
necessarily mean he has to. I mean, Marvel has done many things where they uh edit trailers to make it seem, give misleading stuff.
True. True.
Oh, I mean,
True.
also like it could be a stand-in because I mean, King we know this. We know this. Kingpin cannot be in movies. He has to be in TV.
No, no, no. You're correct. You're correct. But we assumed it was the mayor, but it's the mayor's office, so it could work either way. You're right.
Exactly.
Um, so you're right. We don't know what happens. So this is never mind. I'm still excited for it because we know we're gonna get the at least We're gonna get the conflict, whether it's fully resolved or not, or we lose or whatever. It doesn't matter, in my opinion. It's right now. We're gonna get there, and I cannot wait.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I'm very excited for next episode. It's going to be such a blow up.
oh yeah,
Just
it's
all in all kinds of different directions with all the soups coming together.
Spider Man. Spider Man comes to save the day again. He's coming in. Brand new day. Brand new day.
We got to get through Punisher first. So
Well, that's how he meets up with. That's he happens to be in the same spot as Daredevil, and then bumps into Frank Castle, and they're best buds. Clearly, by the foot to the face through the tank. But no, I'm super excited. I just can't wait. I really want it to come out already because I really want to watch it. But let us move on to The Boys because we really don't know anything else about what's going to happen. Really.
No, it's just the V is somewhere else. There's the dog having tons of sex dreams, and I don't like that you're sitting there with a little smile with your eyes closed, nodding up and down. All right.
Hey, Homelander's got his milk.
I just can't believe
everything
how
about this threw me off.
Yeah.
So
this was just so insane.
It was Black Noir. We got a little bit. Did we get the Deep?
No. It was Black Noir.
No, he was part of Black Noir.
Yes.
Black Noir. It was Soldier Boy. It was Terror. It was Sister Sage, and it was Firecracker.
Yes. Terror?
That's the name of the dog.
Oh, right.
Because I keep wanting to say it's Trevor, and it's not. It's the Terror.
Let me just make sure.
Okay. Because I made sure, because I kept calling him Trevor to myself, and I was clearly looking at Terror.
It is Terror. Okay.
To be fair, it was because the name was up there. If they didn't put the name up there, I promise you it would have been Trevor. I promise you without a
listen, it doesn't even matter if you could read the name. You're going to see the name and you're going to see what you want to see and make up your own name anyways. So
No, I can read Terror. Now, if they would have tried to call him something else, like anything else, then yes, I would agree with you.
Matt.
All of a sudden, they start calling him Max. The T, it's just a different name. So yeah, this one got me because we finally got to see Sister Sage and what she wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And to be fair, she's already told us, but it just is weird that it's still the same, and she's like still on track to getting her goal, which is pretty much everyone on Earth dying, and then she invites Tumor Ashley and then allows the other Ashley involved.
Yeah. That was just, it was like, yeah, I guess you can be involved. Like, wow.
Yeah. And then I think the coolest thing though is she can't read Soldier Boy. Meaning like not Ashley, I'm talking about Sister Sage, sorry.
Yeah. He's kind of a giant wild card because she doesn't understand what his motivations are.
Because it's like it's a weird thing for her because it's twofold. It's like he doesn't like Homelander, but it's also his son. And most people have a biological like feeling towards their child. So it's like and she knows this and she's just sitting there going, I don't know which way it's going.
Yeah.
The Black Noir of it all though, loved that. Loved every second of it.
That one was
also proves 100% that Black Noir's Black Noir.
Yeah, there was absolutely now we're just like,
there's
okay.
No question. If there was any question, there's zero question now.
He was just acting this entire time, and he wanted to play the perfect role. I thought the director was dead a while ago, so the fact that he was still around was just that one caught me off guard. I was like,
dead now for
he's
sure.
officially dead now, but like, I'm like, what is it gonna take for this guy
An
to be
eel,
gone?
a little eel.
I wasn't little, I can tell you that.
Eels. Oh, escalators, escalators, escalators. Eels. Uh, but no, that was incredible. Also the fact of like him talking to what is his name? Allfather? No,
The
a priest.
yeah, I don't remember.
Anyway, I loved it when he's like, "Why don't we have Homelander on Easter perform a miracle on me where I speak and then also fly, so that way there will be no doubt about his divine abilities." And the Deep is just like, oh.
He was so
and
pissed.
and then and I love the priest being like, honestly, incredible. I have to talk to Homelander, but like that sounds incredible.
Yeah, I liked. I know I told you this yesterday, where Firecracker, her death was spoiled for me. Um, I didn't. I liked the entire episode of just her confliction of whether or not her faith or belief in Homelander was like which one. She was so conflicted because she wanted both, but
And she made the choice, and she technically made the right choice, but at the wrong time.
it was it's crazy because I think she still made the right choice, but the problem is I think at this point Homelander is so far gone that because
Anybody who has any doubts is gone.
no, it wasn't even the fact that it was doubts. It's not because of that. It's because he finally got someone who was giving him the infection that he's been wanting. And now he's finally in this position where he's a god and he doesn't want that affection anymore. Like that's the thing that was holding him back, him wanting this affection. And now he got it, and he had to get rid of it to continue to ascend to become God.
No. When I shake my head, no, you're correct.
No,
correct.
it's because you
but
didn't think
like,
of it.
It's just like, yes, it's so convoluted for him that it is accurate. Like it pisses me off, like because it's just like it makes the least amount of sense.
Yeah.
But you're right for him. Like I can't let this person who thought of me as a god beforehand. I need them to, as if I was risen, and everyone now respects me and worships me where she worshipped him beforehand and blah blah blah. I get that.
Yeah.
I do actually get that. However, still wasn't expecting it.
No.
And also, wow, like the way it happened, I was just like, wow. I mean, I get it. It's the final season, but I was not prepared for
that. That was such a simple kill that I like. It was shocking because it came out of nowhere.
But it was also because of that, like all the other deaths that we've seen in this episode, and the fact that it's just
when we were staring him down, I thought he was going to laser her face.
I thought crush her skull. I thought everything else, and then he did that, and I went, I'm so confused.
Yeah, like
I had no answers. Also, seeing Edgar like being like, just kill me.
Yeah. Yep.
What do you need from me?
And I love that he's still egging them on, still just like, yeah, you're nothing, and it's like, oh my god.
Well, I mean, and you know what it is too. I think it comes down to the fact that if they didn't need him, he'd already be dead.
Oh yeah, and he knows.
You know what I mean? So like in his mind, he's like, I'm dead. I'm dead no matter what. So like, at least let me go my way, which is, I'm going to tell you how it is.
Mm-hmm.
And
until they say that he found Zoe.
No, the granddaughter. Yes,
and
yes.
So
more the granddaughter. He didn't care about his son-in-law.
Well, yeah, but either way,
the
both are a pair at the moment.
No, because they happen to be together. I get it. Also, this is showing us a lot that we're going to get in Vought Rising, because Bombshell is one of the original heroes from Vought Rising, who is confirmed to be in Vought Rising, by the way. You know who else is also confirmed in Vought Rising? If you say Stormfront, I'll slap you.
I was gonna say Soldier Boy.
You know what? I didn't say that one, so like I can't get mad. So like you win that one. But who else?
um, I know there was one more, but I don't.
Godolkin.
Right. Yes.
So yeah, so we're gonna be seeing that. So Bombshell. Weirdly enough, we're gonna how we see him now is how we're gonna see him in the show.
Because he doesn't age.
Obviously,
Yeah.
it's gonna be more 50s esque, I would assume, but or is
Well,
it 40s?
well, no, I think it is 50s. But no, what I was going to say was we might, because when we see Soldier Boy, he does look kind of different than in the promotional trailer. So it might be like what their image is before they've aged. So I think probably getting injected with the V a little bit morphed to their body.
Oh, I'm assuming like with Vought Rising, it's like they are the first group of heroes.
Yeah,
So
no,
like
no, there.
we
Yeah,
see the initial of that. But yeah, so we're gonna be seeing sorry, Compound V Gen 1.
oh, okay. I'm like, what are you trying to say right now?
I'm sorry, it's just because of Gen V's throwing me off. So they're looking for the Gen 1 of Compound V. And now we are assuming Bombshell has it. Although it keeps going to who might have it.
Yeah.
And it just throws me off. But also we got to see Mr. Marathon. Is it Mr. Marathon? Or
I,
Marathon Man?
I
Mr.
actually
Marathon.
I don't remember. I didn't even catch him saying the
And then
name
we
at
had
all.
Gas Boy for Gas X. And then Soldier Boy, while Homelander was knocked out, saved Homelander? Question mark.
Well, it was the thing that you were talking about, whether because
No, I
Soldier Boy
know.
doesn't like Homelander, but he's his son.
No, I know. And it was one of those weird things where I was still uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But he technically didn't kill any of them, which I thought
No,
was kind of
he
cool
did
too.
not lay a finger on any of them
No, 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 you
aside
can't say he didn't. Oh no,
aside for the last one.
yes, but he also didn't kill that one either.
He did not. He just broke both of his legs.
Yes, and then Homelander stomped. Well, I keep saying wanting to like stomping on his head, but he just stomped once. Just
He curb stomped him.
I don't think you
It,
call it that
it's
unless
still
you
a curb
bite the
stomp.
curb.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
is it?
still a curb stomp.
But yeah, so yeah, that was all of them are dead. All of them. So
Yeah,
now we don't
Seth
have
Rogen, his death was the most important in the series so far. And like one of the I also said this about how that scene was spoiled for me, but not really, because it was
No, so that one was spoiled for me, but like again, just like you, not really. Like
no
it was, but it
context.
wasn't.
The spoil that I saw was people posting.
Seth
It's like,
Rogen's
now that
dead.
Seth Rogen's dead, who's gonna voice Alan the Alien in the next season of The
Oh,
Boys?
by the way, did you see the Invincible Twitter
Uh,
account?
no.
Oh, they made a statement stating, "Don't worry. Before Seth Rogen had passed, we made sure that he had done all his lines for the next season of
Oh,
Invincible."
I think I might have actually seen that. That's so funny.
And I think that's incredible.
That is.
Because he's the executive director of both.
Yeah.
Or no, executive producer.
Of
Sorry, but either way,
Oh, he's in The Boys?
he's the executive producer. Yeah,
Oh, I actually didn't know that. I knew that for Invincible. I didn't know that for The Boys.
yeah, no, he is. That's why he was in earlier with
Yeah.
Black Noir.
No,
He
I
was
didn't.
in the Silence. No, what is it called? Agents of Silence or something like that. It was one of their movies that they were promoting.
No. I
Oh,
got
sorry.
that, but I like I said, I just didn't realize that he was so heavily involved in this
Yeah,
series.
he wanted the show to come to be.
Oh, that's cool.
And same thing with Invincible. And then what was funny is he became Alan the Alien.
Yeah. Hey, why not?
No, no, I agree. I'm just saying, like, I just think that's all cool, and I'm jealous of him.
So well, before actually seeing that we're on the topic of Invincible, another screenshot that I saw that I did not send to you. Apparently,
I'm worried about which one it is because there's been one that in particular that's popped up, and I'm wondering if you've seen that one.
I might not have. Let me pull this up real quick. What's his name?
Just send it to me.
J.K. Simmons, who voices Omni-Man.
Yes.
Apparently, he was originally supposed to be the voice of Cecil. And when he read the script, he was like, "No, I want to be Omni-Man," and they were like, "Okay."
And you know what's funny? the guy that they got for Cecil is in so many different things,
Yeah, you
and
told me, and I don't remember who it was.
he's Walton Goggins. He's in Fallout. He was also in Ant-Man and the Wasp, and he was in Marvel's What If. Um,
Yeah, I just don't remember the characters that he was.
no, he's the same character technically in both. Um,
You want to tell me who the character is?
it was some southern like drug dealer that was trying to like tech guy that was trying to buy the equipment from Hank Pym in the Wasp, and then the Ghost got involved.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, wasn't he didn't you
He's
say
the
that
one.
in What If, wasn't he? I thought he was one of the in the Shang-Chi episode.
Yes, he was in the one where they were in the past with Hawkeye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, but he technically played the same character just from a different universe.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so he's a phenomenal actor. He's also been in The White Lotus. I know you haven't seen that.
No.
Um, he's been
I've
in
heard
so
good
many
things
things.
about it though.
He was in Justified. He was also in Sons of Anarchy. He played a transsexual prostitute.
Okay.
I got to show you a picture of him,
Oh, okay.
of both. But anyway, so he just does a great job with Cecil. And if you ever heard his voice, you would never believe that he voices Cecil, just because he normally has like a thick Southern accent.
Yeah. No, I mean, I can believe it. Voice actors do such a great job masking their voice when I mean, actors in general. Like I always say all the time, like when it comes to like uh people being able to drop their accents so easily,
Mm-hmm.
I'm so impressed with that, just because I don't have the ability to do it.
No, I 100% agree with you.
Like all these people
Um,
that play American characters, and like they're all from Europe and Australia, and it's like
I
you would
mean,
have no
Spider-Man.
idea. Huh?
Spider-Man for the longest time. I
Yeah.
didn't realize. I didn't realize he was. In fact, both of them. Both.
Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield.
Thank you.
What Christian Bale is from.
That one. That one messed with me. That one. That one broke me as a human being. You know who else broke me? Hold on. There was another one. I think it was
Gary.
Edward Norton. Edward Norton was one. Oh no, the guy. The guy who did the original Fantastic Four, the one that we grew up on, Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. Where's he from?
Hearing his voice, hearing his voice for the first time, like his real voice,
Yeah.
threw me off so much.
Really?
He's
I
so
haven't heard. I haven't heard his
he's
real
English.
voice.
So he's so English that he was also in Horrible Bosses, where I first heard it, and I said, "Oh, he does a good English accent." Come to find out, he's really an English person. Did you get? You got to look at the photo.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, it's this guy. Oh my lord.
I like how you see him and himself first, then you go, "Oh, okay." He was in that show for a while too. But anyway, he's just an incredible actor, and I got to give him a lot of credit. He really is an underrated actor in my opinion.
No, he's a good actor. He's a good actor.
But I'm super excited for the next episode of The Boys. I'm assuming we're going to be finally getting to Bombshell and figuring out whether or not this old generation of Compound V exists.
Yeah. How many more episodes do we have? What was this, episode 5 or 6?
This was 5, so we have 3 more.
3 more. All right. There's a long way to go. There's a lot that
No,
still needs to
there's
happen.
a lot that can happen, and I don't know what's going to happen. I feel like it's got to exist, and then the last 2 episodes are them trying to stop him / kill him.
Yeah. I think it's I really liked seeing the humanity of Butcher still. This episode really emphasized
what
that.
about Mother's Milk? That one messed with me.
Yeah.
Where he's like, when he was eating, was he drinking something or eating something? I forgot what it was. It was eating, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the dog had licked it or something.
Yeah.
And Butcher's like, "What are you doing? I've never seen you do that before." And he's like, I'm
Uh,
already
uh,
dead at this point. I don't care. He goes,
he realized that I need to die.
well, I think the thing that killed me the most was him going like, I just realized like I'm gonna die anyway, and I just got to do what I got to do. Why freak out about any little thing? What do I have left to live for? And Butcher being like, your wife, your daughter, and he's like, no. If I think about them, I'm not gonna be able to do what I need to do. And I'm like, oh,
His
oh.
exact words were, "They're safer with me gone."
No. And you know what's sad? Based on everything that's happened, he's not wrong.
No, he's
I
right.
really,
That's the thing. Is
I
like
hate that he's right. I hate that he's right. I'll say that.
because if he goes around, if he goes near them, he's gonna kill them. He's gonna get them killed. I mean, and then like you said, like the only way out of this is for him to die. There's no way that he can make it out. Like,
Mm. No, agreed.
oh, it was that like that was so like tough to hear. And I mean, obviously we knew that Butcher had a soft spot for Terror, but and
The
then
fact that he still has
even
some
like
humanity in him.
Frenchie, and then Frenchie freaking out that he was like he kills everything he touches, and with dumping the chocolate in the trash bin, and the dog still getting in there. It's like that wasn't really your fault, man.
No, but I do get it though.
No, I
Also, the
obviously
hydrogen peroxide though is something I've never heard of.
no, I didn't. I did not.
So I'm literally like, I just learned something new.
I'm yeah. Sometimes mind-numbingly gory shows are insightful.
I just was like, all of a sudden that happened. I was like, I just not that I thought he was gonna die at all, but I wasn't expecting hydrogen peroxide to get him to throw up.
You know what's funny is that during this there was so like I told you the other day, I watched half the episode before finishing the other half. And I got through the terror part in the morning. So
Okay.
he hadn't gotten to the chocolate yet. Again, I saw on Twitter posting people saying like this episode reminds us that the dog in real life that played Terror passed away last year.
Yes.
So I'm at work, so I'm like scrolling through things quickly, and I thought it was saying like rest in peace Terror the dog, and I'm like, are you kidding me? He's gone too. And then
No, he's
obviously
gone in real life.
I reread it and wait, never mind. Obviously still, sad.
No, still sad, but I get your point. Because that was a tough thing for me too. Because I was like, I wasn't sure either, but you're right. Yeah, I thought this episode, like I said, was incredible. Cannot wait for the next episode.
Yeah, I
Also,
can't
they're
wait for
heavily
where
hinting.
this goes.
One thing we didn't mention in this, in us talking about it, but we talked about it yesterday. This is heavily hinting that Homelander's mom was Stormfront.
Yeah. Which, I mean, and at the end of the day, it's like it makes sense why he's so powerful, because at the time it was
Those were the two most powerful soups.
Yeah.
And they were looking to create, because they were Nazis, to create a super race.
There's no way that she didn't know this. There's no way.
Oh, I know for a fact she knows.
That's why.
So here's my thing. There's one of two things. She thought she couldn't have any more kids after, but they might have taken her eggs and experimented on them without her knowledge.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
That's the only way she wouldn't know. However, I feel like she's the type of person that knew and thought it was kinky.
Why you gotta say it like that? Why you gotta say it like that?
A lot of what I've learned through a lot of stuff is apparently a lot of people who are into dominatrix stuff are, not everyone, but there's a lot of them, mostly men. And what's funny is Stormfront is technically a man in the comics, so bear with me.
Mhm.
When they're into the dominatrix stuff, they're normally big fans of the Third Reich.
I have, what's funny is I have heard that, and I don't know
And again,
why.
it's not
I don't
all of
know
them, but
why
it's
I've
enough of
heard
them.
this, but I don't know why it's.
No, I get it, Mike. I understand what you watch on the internet. So my whole thing is just the fact of like that's what I kind of get at, where it's like it's just that weird stuff, and she's weird.
No, not at all. Totally normal. Yeah.
Laser him. Laser him.
I forgot about that.
I'm just disgusted in everything. But once that
You're
is
the one
revealed,
who brought it up.
I can't believe you brought it up. And but yeah, I'm super excited. I'm wondering if we're gonna find out now, or if we're not gonna find out. I'm wondering if it's gonna be a big teaser until we get to Vault Rising, and then we find out.
I think it's going to be like continued tease. I don't think that's going to be anything official, and I feel like even in Vought Rising, it's not going to be a thing. It's not going to become official if this is the route they decide to go until like the series is like done.
Mm.
It'll be like the last thing that's like confirmed.
I agree. Okay. All right, we're gonna talk about my character spotlight.
Totally prepared. I like it. Yeah.
So this character is called Mark Raxton. He's from Earth 616.
Okay.
So the reason why I'm bringing him up is he's because he is called the Molten Man. Now, obviously, this character is going to be different from the noir universe, but I didn't want to use that particular character because I don't want any spoilers.
No, that's the first.
Max Raxton was born in New York City. He was a scientist who could not wait to use his skills to become rich and once served as the assistant to Dr. Spencer Smythe, the creator of the Spider Slayers. Raxton and Smythe developed an experimentally new liquid metallic alloy for the Spider Slayers from a radioactive meteor. But Raxton became impatient and greedy. He attempted to steal it and sell it for his own profit, ignoring Smede's protest that it needed more testing. And in the ensuing fight with Smede, Raxton spilled the liquid alloy all over himself. His skin absorbed it and turned golden. Fearing for his life, Raxton ran to the nearest hospital, only to discover that the alloy had changed him for the better when he angrily punched an irate motorist hood, bucking it. Realizing that the great potential of his new abilities afforded him, Raxton, now calling himself the Molten Man, turned to crime to further his gains. Peter Parker, as Spider Man, was forced to nearly miss his high school graduation to stop the Molten Man's first crime spree. Poor kid. As the police was about to arrest him, Molten Man managed to burn through the webbing and tried to flee. Unfortunately for him, he was chased down by Dylan Brock from an alternate future who cornered him in an alleyway. Molten Man fought back against the pursuer, forcing the old man to transform into Venom. Despite his powers affecting him, Old Man Venom overpowered the Molten Man by plunging a giant needle into his stomach and extracting his molten blood for personal use. Eventually, his body began to give off intense heat and consume itself. After Molten Man had made an aborted attempt to attack Liz Allen, stopped by Spider Man by knocking him into a swimming pool, thus extinguishing his flames. He realized that his stepsister was the only member of his family who had not abandoned him. Reconciled with Raxton, Liz and her husband, Harry Osborn, gave Raxton a job as head of security at Osborn Industries. Industries. Industries.
Industries.
Industries, thank you.
We traded off to this episode.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I can't read that, man. That hurt. That one hurt. Molten Man and Spider Man have since become friends. Aw. And Molten Man was occasionally used his powers to become Spider-Man's aid against other supervillains. A few times, he had been a bodyguard for Peter Parker's friends and family when disasters overwhelmed the city. However, in the months following the Clone Saga, Raxton was abducted by Norman Osborn, the Green Goblin, and brainwashed. Under mind control, Molten Man attacked and killed Osborn's henchwoman, Allison, and the only person who knew of the location of Peter and Mary Jane's baby. While Molten Man was since recovered from the mind control, he still bears a heavy burden for the guilt over the incident. Sometime after Harry Osborn's death, Raxton was called in when a mysterious forces kidnapped Liz Allen's son, Normie. He used his brawn and brains to help Spider-Man and the Daily Bugle reporter, Ben Urich, uncover what happened. Raxton was later pressed into supervillain group again when the chameleon approached him and threatened to kill Normie if Raxton did not join his exterminators. Raxton was then forced to attack Liz Allen. During the Civil War, Molten Man and Scarecrow, who is not who you think it is, were used as bait for Captain
Obviously.
America's Secret Avengers, only for Punisher to arrive. Raxton was left in critical condition after being attacked by Punisher. Shocking.
Hmm.
Raxton was still in bad condition and under the care of Liz when Harry Osborn came to visit Liz and Normie. He and Liz got into an argument, and hearing Liz speak Harry's name, Raxton suddenly awakened and attacked him, screaming that Harry had hurt his family for the last time and would die for real. Spider-Man intervened, but had trouble fighting Raxton, whose powers had grown greatly out of control. Spider-Man managed to trap Raxton in asphalt, and Harry provided him with a cure that Oscorp had been working on. The cure worked perfectly, returning Raxton to his normal human state. Although he finally rid of the alloy, he still regained his powers, such as his superhuman strength and energy manipulation, and a new power to incinerate anything producing fire from his palms.
Wait.
Harry built his special
To
suit
incinerate
using
anything that uses.
new power to incinerate anything by producing fire from his palms.
Okay.
Harry built his special suit using parts of the alloy and his DNA to help him control his powers. When Liz Allen became the head of Alamax, she used the company's cutting-edge technology to cure Max from his condition. Even though he was constantly monitored, Mark was no longer a threat to society and started working on the company's security team. Excuse me. As this company and Parker Industries competed for a contract to build a new prison, Mark and Tiberius Stone used Mark's connection to the contract, the Ghost, to sabotage Parker Industries. And that is all we know about our friend Mark Raxton. So, Mark Raxton was permanently bonded with a liquid metal alloy derived from organic compounds found within a meteor that fell to Earth. As a result, he possesses a variety of superhuman abilities. He has superhuman strength. He can lift up to 40 tons. He has superhuman stamina. Apparently, can exert himself at peak capacity for 24 hours before feeling fatigue.
Hmm.
Superhuman durability. He is resistant to physical injury, much more than any ordinary human. He is capable of withstanding high caliber bullets, great impact forces, falls from great heights, powerful explosions, and temperatures well in excess of 500 degrees Fahrenheit without sustaining injury. He has textile thermokinetics, which is apparently he has the ability to temporarily increase the temperature of any part of his body or even his entire body at will. He is capable of generating relatively intense levels of heat up to 300 degrees Fahrenheit and dangerous levels of radiation. In this state, Molten Man is capable of melting many conventional materials, including some types of metals, and could cause severe burns with a single touch. Now he's capable of turning his own body temperature into fire to shoot out of his palms. He can also turn the body temperature of someone else into flames, potentially incinerating the person themselves. His abilities. Apparently, his fingers are particularly sensitive to sound, which makes him incredibly good at being a safecracker. He's also a highly skilled chemical engineer, which is partially responsible for developing the alloy that is bonded to his skin. While he has no formal training, his powers make him a formidable combatant. Now, as always, the power scale in Marvel is out of 7. So his intelligence is a 3 because he is higher intelligence, at least above average for sure. His strength is a 5 because he can lift over 50? Lift up to 40 tons, sorry. His speed is a 2 because it's normal. His durability is a 5 because he is pretty durable. His energy projection is a 2 because he only has fire and heat. And his fighting skills are surprisingly a 3 because he's an experienced fighter, is how they describe him, which I guess is okay. He's not a trained fighter, which is, I think, the next level higher, but he is a experienced fighter. So the reason why I did this is because the thought is he's going to be one of the villains in Spider Noir. Now, obviously, the character is going to be different because the noir universe is different. However, I feel like there's going to be obviously some similarities. We'll
Yeah.
have to wait and see to see what that looks like. But for now, if you made it this far into, oh no, actually, let's talk about next week. Next week, we're going to be talking about the season finale of Maul, the season finale of Daredevil Born Again, and the final season, episode 6 of The Boys.
You
And then
getting ahead of yourself there, aren't you?
I was getting real ready. And we're going to be talking about any trailers that come out along with a character spotlight for Mike. So if you made it this far into the video, please make sure to like and subscribe down below. Other than that, this is going to be Scott and Mike signing out of the Black Eel Podcast. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.